Hello everyone, this is Travis the Trader coming back to you live on Friday, August the 23rd. And what I normally like to do is on Friday afternoons after the market closes just to give a brief summary of my overall trading account and share with you what my current positions look like, as well as, of course, talk about the market briefly as well. Today, as you can see, the NASDAQ had quite a day. It was up, it closed, up almost 200 points in the NASDAQ futures. The E-mini S&P futures of about 56, 57 points. The story really, in many ways, is the volatility. If you look at volatility futures, it's almost 3 weeks now where volatility was up in one day. I think it was like 35, 40%. And it's dropped quite a bit since then. Markets have really gone to the moon since that period of time. It's been quite a turnaround. So very interesting to see. Obviously, we're in an election year. We have the Federal Reserve supposedly looking to cut rates come next month. Will it be 25 basis points, 50 basis points? Have no idea. I wouldn't know how to bet that. But it's definitely having an overall impact on the market, obviously to the upside, as what we've been witnessing over the last several weeks. So let's get right to it. First position that I have on is ZN. ZN is the 10-year note futures. This is a strangle, and I've had this on for quite some time. I'm probably going to have to roll it come next week. I'm at 28 days to September expiration. This has not been working. As you can see, I need this position to come down a little bit. My calls are slightly in the money right now. And again, as I just mentioned before, if rates come down, if rates come down, yields go down, prices go up. So let's see what happens with this position. But definitely we will monitor that position closely. AA, it's Alcoa. And as I mentioned last Friday, it's not Alcoholics Anonymous. This is a naked put at 35. My puts are slightly in the money. This thing was down in the late 20s, and it's come right back up. But again, I am overall still bullish. The position overall is still bullish. ARKK, that is Kathy Wood ARK ETF. This was a downer for me, and over the last couple days, it's really made quite a nice move. It's a naked put at 46, slightly in the money. Slightly out of the money. Most likely we'll have to roll this position into October. And again, because it's an ETF, I really don't have to worry about any sort of earnings risk. BAC is Bank of America. Bank of America got a naked put at 41. My puts are in the money. I've got earnings coming up in about 6 weeks, 7 weeks, give or take. So I'm hoping I can take this off before earnings. Let's see what happens. Again, I need this thing to go up. Again, we're bullish because of the naked put. And, of course, we will monitor this position closely. BITO. This is the ETF for Bitcoin. Actually, not for Bitcoin futures, not the spot cash markets. 24 naked put. It's in the money, but you can see I've got quite a bit of credit in this position, a little over $4. So it is past my break-even point. But again, I need this thing to move up, and most likely I'm going to have to roll this into October as well. BMY, Bristol Myers Squibb. I've got a naked put at 48. Also, this thing was giving me a little bit of problems over the last couple weeks. It has moved back up above my strike. Again, it's a naked put, and it doesn't get any easier than that. I need this thing to move upward. CZR, Caesars Entertainment. This is a covered call. So I've got 100 shares. I've got a covered call. I wrote a covered call against it. The call is in the money. Still have some extrinsic value of $26. 26 cents. Most likely I'm going to have to roll this position out next week into September. And again, it's all about reducing your cost basis. DAL is Delta Airlines. I got a 43 naked put. The My put is in the money. I've got earnings coming up also October 10th. So what is that? 6-7 weeks. I need the stock to move up, and the airline industry has just been very difficult for my trading account. DKNG, that's DraftKings. DKNG. I've got 400 shares. I have 4 calls written against the 400 shares. My calls are in the money. I need this. Again, it's as you know, as I mentioned before, I'll keep mentioning it, I guess, till somebody face turns blue. I have as I said, covered calls tend to be bullish strategies, and I need the stock to go up, and so far it's been doing that over the last couple of days. EWW. EWW is the Mexican ETF. I've got a 56 covered call. I've got 100 shares. I've got a 56 covered call against the shares. Stock needs to move up, and it's Mexico for whatever reason. Love to hear from you guys as to what's going on in Mexico these days, but for some reason the ETF cannot seem to buy an uptick. FCX. FCX is Freeport McMoran. This is a naked put at 44. Finally, I see some light at the end of the tunnel. My puts are slightly out of the money. I got earnings coming up in about 6 weeks. I hope to take this trade off. And again, I had uploaded a copper's future video. For those of you who are looking for copper exposure, FCX might be the way to go, considering that copper is considered a big boy contract. Google with a GL, with an L, excuse me. There's always a G, but Google with an L. I got a 160 put. Puts are out of the money. Again, I need the stock to move up, but with all the issues that it's been having, I believe in Europe, declaring it somewhat of a monopoly. Again, it can't seem to get out of its own way sometimes, and I need this thing to go up. Otherwise, I will most likely have to roll this position into October as well. INTC, Intel. This thing, if someone can tell me what's going on with Intel, that would be great. I would look forward to your comments in the comment section. I've got a covered call at 22. Out of the money, I've got 100 shares. I was, as you can see, I was actually assigned the shares at 44. So I've got ways to go before I get over that hump. And we'll continue to monitor it. Again, most likely I will roll this position into October for additional credit in order to reduce my cost basis. IWM is the Russell 2000 ETF. And this has been a roller coaster of a ride for me. I've had a strangle in this. I've had 21 rolls according to the platform. I need to see more of a vol crush. I need this to just stay within this range of 210, 235. So I can take this off hopefully at some point for a 50 or close to a 50% gain. Most likely I'm probably going to have to roll this into October to further widen out my break even. Of course, giving me some more extrinsic in the position as well. And again, need to see that vol crush. JD is the Chinese ADR. This thing has also taken me for quite a ride. I've been in this thing as it says, it's 3 rolls. I feel like it's been longer than that. JD had there were some issues coming out of China, and many of the Chinese stocks, JD, Baidu was another one, Alibaba was another, really took it on the chin. It's come back a little bit, but my puts are slightly in the money at this point in time. Need to see an uptick. The sooner the better, but again, we're just going to have to monitor this position. LUV is Southwest Airlines. I've got 200 shares. This is I've got 2 covered calls against the 200 shares. I don't know. The airline industry has not been good to me this year, and if anyone can explain to me why that is, what's going on with the airlines, I'd love to hear from you guys. Love to hear from you guys in the comments section. But I feel like I've been in this trade for forever. And again, most likely we'll have to roll the calls. And again, keeping the calls on to further reduce my cost basis in the shares that I had to take, where the price at the time, or the strike price, excuse me, was at $35. LVS, wow, Las Vegas Sands have a naked put at 45. I mean, every day I think that I'm going to get assigned, it doesn't happen. As you can see, my extrinsic value is about 2 cents. I've got 28 days to expiration. Most likely, not most likely, I am going to roll this position into October to further increase my extrinsic value, increase my credit in order to hopefully continue to extend my break even, which is at this point the market price is way below that. We'll see what happens. I could by Monday morning. I could get the shares and we'll have a discussion about it. But LVS, I'm still in it and still in it to win it. Oracle, ORCL. This has been quite a roller coaster ride for me as well. I got the 125 naked put. It's scheduled to expire in September. You know, I've got earnings coming up not next week, excuse me, September 9th. So what is that? Give or take about 2.5 weeks. Most likely I will take this off by next Friday because we'll be at 21 days to expiration. Hopefully it will be close to 50% gain. Not the way to bet. I will not roll this into October because of earnings, and Oracle can really be highly volatile. SLV is the silver ETF. Those of you looking for exposure do not want the sort of the big boy pants exposure in the silver futures. This might be one way to go. And again, I had uploaded a video on that, so I again would look forward to your comments. Should anyone have another vehicle to trade for those looking to have silver exposure? But this is a 26.31 strangle. Stock's about 27.25. It's doing what it has to do. I need to see somewhat of an IV crush. IV rank right now is about 60. Let it do what it has to do. Hopefully we'll take some weekend theta come Monday. UAL, United Airlines. I've got a 43 cover call. I was assigned at 50 at a strike price of 50. Again, it's a cover call, and cover calls, we want to see the stock move up. We generally tend to be bullish. The calls or the cover calls are there to decrease our cost basis, lessen the load, and it's doing what it has to do. But and again, as you can see, there are earnings coming up in October 15th. So most likely, I will probably just roll that call into October. And last but not least, and this has been one that's, I think, the position I've been in the longest, but that's based in my account, XBI. XBI is the ETF, biotech ETF. I've got a 95.106 strangle. Man, I cannot seem to get a vol crush when I need it. Right now, it's just trading within my range between 95.106, the put of 95.106 call. Most likely, again, I might have to roll this trade out again, and who knows how long we'll be in that trade for. But either way, I would look forward to sharing the experience with each and every one of you. And again, for those of you who did get value from this, please subscribe. I'd love to come up with some more material. And of course, I would look forward to your thumbs up, any comments that you may have. And of course, I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the next video.